Welcome to the 6th video in the series on the Wellington Urban Ultramarathon. We're here at the Tawtawa Reserve Aid Station. This is your last aid station on the course, and you know what that means. One section to go. Hang in there, team, you're nearly done. So we just come through Tawtawa Reserve Aid Station, and the first thing you get is a hill climb. There's no denying that. So this first section is a little bit steep, it's a little bit rutted. If you've got tired ankles and stuff, this is not going to be friendly. But it's quite a steady climb. The track gets quite runnable as we go. It is a bit exposed once we get out of this small section of scrub here, so you want to be prepared for that. But now you can start counting off the little milestones to the finish. One more hill done, one more hill done, and you're nearly there. So if you come through the aid station before 4 o'clock, then it's just a matter of grinding out this last section to get to the finish. As you can see, it's uphill, but not terribly steep uphill. So none of the hills that are left are as leg destroying as what you've already done, but there is still plenty of climbing left to do. So as you wind up through the reserve, you can look back and see the tip track, and depending on where you are in the pack, maybe you can see some poor souls starting their journey up it, and you can think to yourself, thank goodness I've got that done. So this track just winds up over top of the hill, and as we get up higher it gets more and more exposed, there's more wind, so you want to be keeping that in mind, particularly if it's a southerly. You're going to get blasted by it as you come around corners, so just be careful it doesn't blow you off the track. Looks like we have a cheering squad. So you just want to be careful of the horses if they're in the paddocks as we go through. If you open any gates, make sure you close them, because we don't want the horses getting out and getting into the traffic and hurting themselves. Right, so you're going to run across here, through the gate, into the downhill section. So that's 1 of 3 hill climbs done. 2 to go. see the golf course down here? That's where we're heading to. Here's one feature you're expecting. Stairs. At least they're going down. If you thought that was bad, there's more just over here, and these ones go up. So there's a bunch of these stairs. They're a bit unfriendly when your legs are sore, but they're quite well made, quite well maintained. It's generally not a problem. And there's a couple of flights of these going up and down. And you get to a big water tank, you turn left, and that's when you head downhill again. So one of the cool things about running in Wellington, you never know who you're going to bump into on the trails. So there I was, up at the top of the stairs, waiting for the guy coming up. Who should it be but my brother-in-law. He's out training for the WUU2K. So we stood and chatted for a bit, and he carried on going his way. He's heading up to the windmill today, up the tip track, up that way. So that's one of the cool things, is you just never know who you're going to bump into. So we've come past the big water tank, past the doing bathtub. So now we're going downhill now, heading into Berhampore. So this track's quite lovely to run on. It's not much in the way of rocks, not much in the way of roots. A little bit undulating here and there. There's fantails out, it's quite lovely. And this side's a little bit more sheltered. So we're going to just follow this down, wind all the way down to the golf course. So there's some nice little wooded bits. On a day like today, there's loads of fantails and stuff around. It's quite lovely to run through here. So this track just winds down, and eventually it'll come back out to the sunshine. And then we just find ourselves on the golf course. And then we're going to run through the golf course, down across the playing fields. And then we've got another hill climb coming up. We're going to go up Mount Albert. And that's not as easy as it might sound. here we are on the sports field. So it's a short run across here to Adelaide Road. Then we're going to cross that. There'll be marshals there to help you out, because by this stage of the game you'll probably be a little bit tired. And Adelaide Road is a very busy road. So, and then when we're heading is up that hill there, and we're heading straight up. So we're climbing up Mount Albert now. It's not as bad as it looks. Who am I kidding? It is as bad as it looks. Okay, so we come up that short sharp climb, which is not so short. Then you got about 100 metres or so on the footpath, and then we hook into this, which is I've done a nice four-wheel drive track for a bit. It's been tar sealed. So we just grind this up towards the summit, and when we get up there just bear left at the water tank and carry on, and it heads back down again. So I think this is your last big grind up for a while, which you'll be quite grateful of, I'm sure. I know I am. So the track through here is mostly easy running. There's a couple of rough bits just coming up here which you got to be careful of because it's very loose. But by and large, if your legs are still working, you can run most of this. Okay, down here at Melrose Park now, on the edge of the zoo. So we're going to run across here without interfering with the boys playing soccer. And then carry on. So that's Mount Albert pretty much done. And now we've got a bit of a downhill stretch to go. And then one last hill, just up Mount Vic. And then we're finished. Okay, we've just come through Melrose Park, and now we're actually running around the edge of the zoo, which could be quite interesting depending on what time you come through. If you come through at feeding time, things can be quite raucous. Now you may want to believe that because you've come all the way down here that that's the end of Mount Albert. Not quite. He still has a climb or two left for you. So it's something to look forward to, isn't it? Okay, we're nearly done. A couple more small hills to go and we're there. And there's just Mount Vic to do. So keep going. Not far now. Down past the Working Men's Lawn Bowls Club. That's another thing ticked off. And we're on the Southern Walkway, heading to the end. So now we're on a four-wheel drive track again. And this winds up, this will take you up the last hill climb for Mount Albert. And then we head down to Crawford Road. And then there's only Mount Vic left to go. So this is quite easy to run on if you've got the legs for it. And there's pretty much no technical stuff between here and the finish. Some of the tracks are a little bit rough in places, but there's pretty much no technical stuff. This bit's actually quite fun. And just like that, Mount Albert's done. So now it's just Mount Vic to go. So there's a bit of climbing in there, but no big hills, no huge, lung bursting up hills. It's just a steady climb for most of the way. So pat yourself on the back, you're nearly done. And there'll be marshals down here at the road crossing to help you across. Very useful. And here we are in Mount Victoria, and now the countdown to the finish begins in earnest. You can start ticking off the last little bits as you get closer and closer to the finish line. It's a good time to reflect on how far you've come. It would have been a big day, and no matter what time you arrive, the important thing is that you arrive. Okay, first bit to tick off. Nice open section of lawn here. So it's not entirely flat. There's some up, there's some down, but the tracks are pretty good. You need to watch out for roots and rocks and things. And it can get quite dappled in here, depending on what time of day you come through. But generally, it's a lovely place to run. Next section to tick off is coming up. This is the velodrome. And so we just run around the edge of this, and at the other side, this is a really good landmark. No matter what time of day you come through, you'll know you come through this bit, and you know the end is not far off. So not long after you leave the velodrome, you come to a section of track where it curls around on itself, zigzagging as you go up the hill. So where that zigzag is leading is up to your final road crossing for the race. And so that's where we nearly are now. So when you get to this point and your legs are screaming and it's uphill, this is probably the last reasonable uphill part. There's a bit more uphill after the road, but it's not much. But this bit is a good one to tick off. There's a big corner coming up. I'll show you when we get there. And that's kind of the final one, and then you head up to the road. And that's a really good sight to see. So we come up the zigzag, we've run along the flat for a bit, and there's this big corner which looks like it's going to head back for another zigzag section, but this leads up to the road. And so you're only a couple of minutes away from the last road crossing. Nearly there. And suddenly, you're there. This is the last road crossing. You're only a couple of minutes from the finish now. far, this is the end. And just like that, it's all over. You've made it. Well done. And so that's the end of a big, epic day. And now you can go home, put your feet up, and congratulate yourself on doing something really epic. So I hope you found this series on the Wellington Urban Ultra Marathon useful, and you can use it to inform your training and decide whether you want to do the race. It's a superbly run race, and the volunteers are just amazing. The aid stations are all just really cool. Everyone's super helpful, and it's a really, really good day out. It's a hard race, very, very hard physically. On a nice day, if it's bad weather, it's just going to be monstrously hard, but really, really well worth it. So if you're sitting on the fence about whether you should do it or not, I'd say go for it. It's a lovely, lovely event with lovely people. So if you've got any questions or comments, you know where to leave them, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But now I'm heading home for a beer.